Hey everyone, let me ask you something, okay? So, have you ever told ChatGPT your name and just a few minutes later it completely forgot it, okay? Yeah. So, you consider it as a bug, okay? But this is not a bug. This is not because the model is dumb, okay? This is how LLM are designed, okay? Yeah. So, in this video, I will explain exactly why LLM forgot conversations, okay? What a context window actually, and how modern AI systems solve this problem using memory, okay? Yeah. Okay, so as a AI learner, okay, of course, we interact with a lot of multiple LLM models, okay, like OpenAI, Gemini, Claude, Grok, okay, yeah. So at first they feel intelligent, okay. We keep chatting them, okay, a lot, okay, yeah. But after some time they forgot. The reason is something called a context window, okay, yeah. So let's understand what is the context window, okay, yeah, simple. So just imagine treat is our LLM, okay? Yeah, this is our LLM, okay? Like I ask a question, okay? This is the user query, okay? Yeah, user query. I ask anything like, hey, can you told me this and that, okay? Anything, okay? Yeah. Let me bring you can see I ask something, okay? And he responds me something, okay? You can see. So this is my first query. After this I just ask another query, okay? So what happened in that case, okay? These text, okay, also go with the next query. This text also include in the payload, okay? So you can see here later we ask something and he responds or something, okay? So after some time, okay, after some times our context window is exceed, okay? So what is context window? So um, we can say a context window is the maximum amount of text as LLM can see at a one time, okay? Yeah, every message you send goes into this window, okay? Yeah, when the window is full, the older message are pushed out, okay? Like you can see here, I just told him, hey, my name is Amit, okay? Yeah, and you can see here it's my window, okay? If I ask here, okay, can you told me, like I just say who I am, okay? Yeah, so it will respond me like, hey, you are Amit, okay? Of course he are able to respond me, okay? Or LLM or basically able to respond. But what happened, like this is our context, okay? Just think, okay, we lost our context, okay? Basically the limit is reached, okay? So what happened, it's out of context. Let me just make another, okay? Yeah, you can see here, this is another, okay? I just ask here who I am here, okay? Yeah, who I am. You can see, hello, my name is Amit. This is out of context, okay? So he is not able to give me answer, okay? Basically, he is not able to retrieve my name, okay? Yeah. So that's why once our context window basically limit is exceed, in that case, our LLM forgot uh, a lot information, okay? Yeah. So that's why like we told any LLM our name and sometime later he forget our name, okay? Yeah. But in the real AI systems, okay, of course they solve the problem using a memory, okay? Yeah. So the high level solution is, okay, of course the high level solution is we need to create a centralized memory storage, okay? Yeah, you can see here. If we create a centralized memory layer, okay, yeah, so inside there no matter our context is lost, okay, of course we limit is exceed, okay, yeah, but we need to take the information, okay, which is very necessary, okay, like my name is Amit, okay, I'm 20-year-old, I'm from here, and like this kind of information, okay, we need to store into memory layer, okay, yeah, here in the centralized memory storage, okay, yeah, and whenever we need, okay, to retrieve, so of course we like here I asked, okay, who I am again, okay, and you can see our LLM are not able to give me response, okay, yeah, why? Because my name is out of their window, okay, yeah. So in that case he need to basically check inside the memory like, hey, let's check me if I have information, then of course he will able to give me the response, okay, yeah. So this kind of information we can save inside our memory layer, okay, and it will retrieve whenever it needs, okay, yeah, simple. So this is a high level solution, okay, yeah. So there is a multiple kind of memory also available here. Okay, yeah. Okay, now one more thing, our LLM are stateless. Okay, that means every single request you send is processed independently. Okay, the model does not remember past conversation unless you send them data again. Okay, that's why the context is exceed. Okay, yeah, we need to include everything. Okay, basically in the payload we need to include a previous conversation. Okay, yeah. Okay, so no issue. Okay, yeah, so let me, okay, so there is a multiple kind of memory. Okay, yeah, so you can see okay, there's a two type of memory. Okay, in the initial there's a short term memory and the second one is a long term memory. Okay, yeah, simple. So in short term memory, okay, the short term memory exists only during the current interaction. Okay, like you are performing some task. Okay, yeah, you are asking something. Okay, like, hey, can you help me to draw this diagram? Okay, draw this diagram. Okay, so after, okay, what happened after your task is complete? Okay, basically you get the information how you can draw your diagram and you told me like, hey, thank you so much, everything. Okay, so after some time, okay, it will basically remove from our memory. Okay, yeah, so this is called as short-term memory exist. Okay, during the current interaction. Okay, it helps the model region, okay, plan and think step by step, but once the interaction and the memory is gone. Okay, yeah, simple. So this is a short-term memory. The second is long-term memory. Okay, long-term memory. Okay, yeah, so of course the long-term memory is different. Okay, it persists across session. Okay, yeah, doesn't matter like if you return after days or weeks or month. Okay, the memory is still available. Okay, yeah, so of course we need to use at some databases. Okay, we are going to use vector database. Okay, to store that information. Okay, yeah, no issue. There is a some also types available inside our long-term memory. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you can see here there is a lot of data. Like if we have like AI, OpenAI have a 1 million context window. Okay, basically a limit. Okay, context window limit 1 million. Okay, so what happens? We cannot store everything inside our memory. Okay, of course that is a very storage consuming. Okay, yeah, of course. So and also every conversation or every data is not necessary for us to store. Okay, yeah. So that's why our long-term memory also have some part. Okay, yeah. So first one is the factual memory. So what we include here, okay, in the factual memory, we are going to store like a fact about like my name, age, profession, like this kind of information we are going to store in the factual memory. Okay, yeah. And one is called the episodic memory. Okay, episodic memory. So in this memory, we are going to store a past interaction. Okay, like any kind of ties to the times and event. Okay, like this on this 3rd of February I am doing this. So this kind of information we are going to store inside the episodic memory. Okay, yeah. There is another one called a semantic memory. Okay, so here we store user interaction and knowledge. Okay, it's we can store here anything. Okay, yeah, except like name, age, professional. Okay, information. Okay, and the time and event tied. Okay, except these we can store anything here. Okay, yeah, no issue. Okay, so let me quickly show you a blog. Okay, we can meme zero. Okay, meme zero. Okay, meme zero. Okay, the memory layer for your AI apps. Okay, yeah, so you can see here, I need to open a blog from here. Okay, yeah. Okay, I don't want to log in here. Okay, yeah, go back, and let me open a blog from here. Okay, where I can find the blog. Okay, so you can see here there is a short-term memory. The most basic from the memory is the basic form of memory. AI system which holds the immediate context, like a person remembering what was just said in a conversation. Okay, this include conversation history, recent message, and their order. Okay, yeah. Working memory, temporary variable and states, attention context, like current focus of the conversation. Okay, yeah. So in this memory, of course, we need to like you go to the restaurant. Okay, you order something. So we need to understand basically store your information for the certain amount of time. Okay, your order ID and all those things, because in a certain amount period you are going to ask like, hey, what is the order status of, basically what is the status of my order. Okay, yeah. So we need to store your memory, basically your information for the short term. Okay, yeah. And you can see here the long term, most sophisticated AI application implement long term memory to retain information across conversation. Okay, this include factual memory, stored knowledge about user preference, domain specified information, episodic memory, past instruction and experiences. Okay, the semantic memory, understanding of concept and their relationship. Okay, yeah. So you can see okay, yeah. So in the next video we will use vector databases, okay, to see how the memory is stored. Okay, how it's retrieve our information and store in the vector db. Okay, of course we are not going to save entire conversation into db. Okay, you can see here there is a factual memory, and the second one is episodic memory. Okay, so semantic memory. Okay, so according to that we are going to store data inside all those memory. Okay, so we will see how our basically memory get stored inside our databases. Okay, yeah, like I asked something, anything about how we retrieve all those information from the data and save inside our db. Okay, for this of course we are going to use vector databases. Okay, okay, yeah, let's work this for the another video. Okay, nice. Okay, so thank you for